Welcome back to John Silva Photography, where everything I talk about is about photography. Today I am in Vietnam, in Hang Loa, the ecological park here. As you can see, this is Lotus Lake, a lot of lotuses. Not many blooms right now, but plenty of plants. And this morning, I came here to get some images of the dragon, stone dragon, not real, up there on the cliffs behind me. There's also a pagoda up there. The dragon was a bust. Unsafe footing, super crowded, super tight space, slippery rocks. Just didn't happen. And that's what happens sometimes with travel photography. The conditions don't work out for you. So you have to call it. You have to realize your limitations. Don't put yourself in danger. Don't bust your equipment up, but don't bust yourself up too. It was quite dangerous up there. And it was not conducive to make photography. So I just let my eyes look at it and enjoy it. But the pagoda I got images of, so that was a success, and some nice images. Here, it's beautiful. As you can see, sunny, Vietnam, nice day in Vietnam. But you're not here for Vietnam, you're here for the images that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to talk about them, how I made them, and hopefully these tips and ideas of how I made them will help you with your photography. But don't forget to come back often, as I upload videos often. Make sure you ring the alarm bell, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you after the images. My Montenegro images come from Kotor and Perast over a 4-day period when I visited there earlier in 2025. Some of them may look repetitive to you, but they were taken at different times from different angles and with different subject matter in the composition. Some of the images will be wide angle, and other images you'll see are more detail shots. Kotor is famously known for its old town. It has a section of the city that has very old buildings. It's surrounded pretty much almost completely by a wall. Also has a fortress, and you'll note that there are no images shown in this collection, and that's because the old town was pretty much packed with tourists at all times during my visit, and I just didn't find the subject matter, the imagery, very interesting due to the overcrowding in Old Town. Now I'm going to talk in general terms about these images, which is a departure from how I usually conduct these reviews, which is image by image. I'm going to have the images rotate through while I talk about travel photography in general terms. And in general terms, travel photography, one of the first requirements to do it successfully is you must possess a certain level of physical fitness, because travel photography requires you to be on your feet, to be moving, to generally carrying some gear that can be heavy constantly. If you're carrying a camera, 3 lenses, batteries, a tripod, that can get quite heavy. Add to that water, snacks, sunscreen, apparel, a hat, certain things that you will carry with you. You can be carrying some considerable weight as you walk around or stand around, hike around. So you need a decent level of physical fitness. You must also be prepared for having early mornings to get great sunrise images, early light images, maybe quiet images, very few people, and having late nights where you're going to go out and do night photography, specifically more in urban areas, cityscapes, city landscapes. You also have to set aside time each day to do your downloads and review some of your images, because I have found frequently, I have some duplicates where I can go ahead and delete right then and there and save space for my storage, but also some images that didn't quite measure up for whatever reason that I know that I'm never going to use,
or really appreciate at the moment. And so I'll go ahead and delete those too. So every night, usually in the evening, you have to set aside time when you get back to your accommodation to go through this process, or else your memory cards in your camera, you'll run out of space. You must do this every night, or you will run out of space on your memory cards in your camera. There's also time when you're not photographing for planning and changing things up. You might have something planned for the next day, but then the next day the weather changes, rain comes, something happens, and you have to change things up. So planning pretty much happens every day. In Kotor, there is a section of the city known as Old Town, which is surrounded by a wall, and above it, going up the mountain behind the city, is a fortress. I spent considerable time in Old Town, but you will see that there's not many, if any, images in my collection because it was just jam-packed with tourists at all times. And I don't find those pictures in general to be interesting. So there are none in this review. Some of my images in this collection you might think are copies or duplicates. But the fact is, I was probably going up a trail and made a photograph, and then on the way back down on that same trail, I saw something different. The light had changed, my perspective had changed, and I took a similar photograph. Other images that may look like duplicates is because I've noticed something different, or I've moved my position just a little bit, or I've added an element to the second composition. You will see an overall picture of Kotor Bay, a cruise ship in it, and then there's another one that's almost exactly like it, but in the foreground, there's the back side of a dog's head looking out over the bay, and this dog just happened to come down the trail and tag along with me for a while, and he happened to be in a place where I thought that was an interesting picture with the dog looking into the composition that I was making. Some of these shots are very wide, taking in a whole lot of information, a wide angle shot, and then other images are more detailed shots. There's going to be flowers, a goat on the trail, a mailbox in the part of Old Town. All these things help tell the story of the location that you're portraying in your images. So that'll wrap up my review of the images I made in Montenegro, and we will wrap up this video in a moment.
Well, that was today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was educational to a degree, help you out with your photography. Don't forget, if you like any of my photographs, they are available, as are my photographic services. So don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel. Come back often as I upload new ones frequently. Keep making great photographs, and I'll see you on the next video.